Covering news where you live, this is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison.
And I'm Tiffany Lee. Let's get you caught up on what's going on in our area.
Well, the city of Fayetteville has elected a new mayor. Challenger and CEO of Experience Fayetteville, Molly Ron, won against longtime incumbent Mayor Lionel Jordan.
Ron told 5 News that she's excited to serve the people of Fayetteville. Mayor-elect Ron will begin her term on January 1st. Meanwhile, on City Council in Fayetteville, Monique Jones has won the Ward 4 position. In the 2 race, challenger Todd Hertzberg has 41% of the vote compared to Jones, who's sitting at 58%. Plus, there will be a new Fort Smith City Director for Ward 3.
In Tuesday's runoff election, Lee Kemp defeated Russ Bragg. Kemp won 66% of the vote. He replaces LaVon Morton, who did not run for re-election. All right, it's kind of cold this week. We're looking for that warm up. Let's check in with Bella for a look at the forecast.
Well, it is that first week of December. We're starting to get into the winter mood, but our temperatures, at least today, are not reflecting that. We've got a bit of a warm up that came in just in time for our Wednesday, and that's going to help our afternoon feel nice and warm today, peaking in the 60s. We are watching for some strong and gusty winds that are trying to move into our area today as we wait for a cold front to drop across the area, move to our south. That's going to bring some southern winds up to about 35 miles per hour at their strongest in northwest Arkansas, closer to 30 in the River Valley. Those are strongest in this late morning and continue to stay strong through the evening, but start teetering down towards the 20s, even some teens by later on tonight. We'll start to see some calmer skies once we get into the overnight period, but a few gusty winds are not out of the question. We're definitely waiting on a bit of cold air to work back in. That cold front going to drop in and really cool things down for our Thursday and Friday, but another warm up is coming our way. That's going to move in for the weekend, bring some shower chances our way as well. We can see that on the 7-day forecast as our temperatures drop Thursday into the 40s, about a 20-degree drop for us by tomorrow. We're going to be working our temperatures back up into the 50s and 60s. Rain chances working closer to 20 to 30% chance on Sunday.
Thanks for that, Bella. Well, we are getting a first look inside of Adelaide Hall, the historic Fort Smith building that went up in flames.
Yeah, these right here are pictures that were posted by Fort Smith police as people search for remnants of the building's history to be preserved and displayed at the Fort Smith Museum of History. You'll remember the building, or Bricktown Brewery, caught fire back on November 6th twice. Many worried what would happen to the historic site. Owners have said that they will try and rebuild.
As of right now, though, they say they have found artifacts like a plaque reading "A True Love Story Never Ends" and some other things. The building will be demolished and rebuilt in a modern tone. Well, the 5-year farm bill passed by Congress in 2018 has expired, and not everyone wants lawmakers to simply renew it.
This week, Arkansas Governor Sarah Sanders and 16 other Republican governors signed a letter saying a new bill is overdue. Carter Thweet tells us how lawmakers are trying to figure out the best solution.
Farmers, lenders, and community leaders in all regions of the country are saying the same thing. Farmers desperately need help.
That was Arkansas Senator John Bozeman speaking to Congress in Washington, D.C. on Monday. He's echoing the same concerns from people like Brandy Renicky Carroll. She works for the Arkansas Farm Bureau, a farmers advocacy group.
Farmers are projected to lose quite a bit of money this year. In fact, we are looking at a 25.5% estimated drop in net farm income year over year.
The main reason? The cost to grow crops has become significantly higher than commodity prices, or what people will pay for those crops. Seth Summerside has noticed it.
If we don't see some kind of help for particularly row crop farmers, it really is going to eat into their ability to stay in business.
Seth is the GM of Keogh Fish Farms about 25 minutes southeast of Little Rock. While the problems don't affect an aquaculture business like his as much, he hears about them from other farmers and notices them when he buys their crops to feed his fish.
Input costs from feed to fertilizer to everything has we've seen an increase on it.
The 2018 Farm Bill had something to protect against this called reference prices, meaning if the price of a crop dropped below a certain amount, farmers would get paid to make up the difference. But Carol says a major reason an extension of that bill won't cut it is that those prices are outdated and too low, thanks to inflation.
The current reference prices that those programs are based on were set about 15 years ago, and they do not adequately reflect the cost of production, and that's why you see those huge losses that farmers are going to have this year.
Carter Thweet, 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather.
Catch up with us tomorrow for more. Have a great day.